Hello guys, Ian is currently on the phone, so I'm seeing some comments. Good stuff, good to see you. Ian will be managing the live stream and he'll be back in a second. He's just finishing his conversation and we have a special present that we received in the mail. So he is here.
He's here. He's here. I got my hat. Put my hat on. That's fun. That was really good. Hello, everybody. I was on the phone, as Mary might have just said. So apologies for that. Right, where are we? They're talking about the shop, so I was talking to the owner. So the shop that we're purchasing in Ross-on-Wye. So I was on the phone for that, but rung at 5 to 4. So yes, okay. Let's try and get onto the Facebooks. So if you're on Facebook, I can't see you at the moment. Will I ever be able to see you? We don't know, do we? But I'm going to give it a go anyway. Don't forget, as you're joining this live chat, you need to say how many miles you've done on it, what wheels you've got, how many miles you've done on it, and where you're from. And if you want to add a bit of bonus content, how long you've actually been riding. That will make it super interesting. Oh, I'm live apparently. Let's turn that down. Don't want to hear his voice. Let's put that there so I can kind of see. And I shouldn't be on the same network, but I believe I am. So I wonder if I can kill the network from the phone. Last thing we want is the internet going down, isn't it? Wi-Fi off. There we go. Let's try that. Good. We're on. We are on. Okay, let's have a little look. I can see the chat. Marty Eakin. Hopefully only one chat room this time. Hopefully so. We'll find out. David Mitchell. Kettle on time. A picture of a smiley face and a cake. Mario said he hopes so too. Forestine Rocks. Hope everyone's well out there. I certainly am. 1x1 off-road. I like that. 1x1. One-wheel drive. I like it. Hello. Hello to you. David. Alabama, USA. S18. That's a King song for those that don't know. With 470 miles. Started riding in mid-December. Sweet. Thanks for letting me know. Good afternoon, chaps. Mr. and Mrs. Wheels. Good afternoon. Good to speak to you. Finally here, Matt, riding since November 2018. Matt used to ride a V8F. I know that much. We got Bruce McLeod. Hi from 2 a.m. in Australia. He rides a Z10 and a V8. He is on Facebook viewing. Rich Skull is in the house. Afternoon all. Shop in Ross. That sounds well interesting. Yes, it is. For those that don't know, it's not going to be a shop dedicated to Speedy Feet. But last year we were thinking, what can we do in 2021? And we thought, well, wouldn't it be good to get some retail premises? And as I say, it's a very small, cozy shop. It's not like a mega thing. It's a little, tiny little shop in Ross. So small steps and all that. But it's an outdoor shop. So we're taking that over and then we will put a couple of products in there from both my other businesses into this new business. So we've got a few in there. We're going to add a few touches to it. So it might be a good place to pick up a wheel, for example, especially as it might be open on a Saturday, whereas this isn't open on a Saturday. So whoever's going to manage that shop, I've got someone lined up, hopefully all being well, will then also be able to there to do collections for people and things like that. So we don't quite know yet, but it's gone through essentially today, but now it's tomorrow after that phone conversation because I can't quite make it in time and a load of other complexity. So tomorrow, I think the transfer has been done. And then it's going to be about a month or two until we've got it all stripped out and just retarted up a little bit, as I like to say. Let me have a little look. So, afternoon, Rich, good. Cloud, Tim, Surrey, 1S2. That's a 9-watt 1S2. 136 miles on it since September. Welcome. We got EUC Addict called Shane, California, XL18, 3,600 miles, an MSX 1,000 miles, a Monster Pro 0 miles waiting for delivery. Will it ever happen? Craig, hi in, cheers for the wheel and help. No problem at all. I hope you've got that all pumped up now and working. EUC Rider UK, guess where he's from. V11, 16X, M10-3, stock counting mileage after 5 wheels, good Speedy Feet service. Thank you very much. I can hardly do that. Yesterday, went to pick up the little robot hoover, pulled my finger here, and sort of swelled up a little bit. Is that because I'm getting old or what? But I can hardly do that, hurts. Never mind. Original Sim has been riding about 6 months. 1x1 off-road. Gotway MSX 84 volt, bought from you last April. He's done 14,000 kilometres on it. And EUC Rider UK is from Yorkshire. There's a camera there. This is going to be in the weekly vlog as well. If you haven't checked out the weekly vlogs, do that. I think they're slowly getting better. Not sure. Do you think they're slowly getting better, Mario, or worse?
I think they're getting better.
They're getting better. I think they're getting into our little groove, I think, a little bit. Optimus Prime. I started riding 1 year ago. V5F, not many miles, so not worth mentioning. Well, 1 mile is better than 0 miles, and owning a wheel is better than not owning one, so you're on the right road there. Marty is riding since 2018. KS14D, Kingsong. M103, KSS18, all equal miles, about 300 miles on each. Very good. Andy Stratton, okay. He's in the house. He's jumped now. Completely missed him there. Andy from Cheltenham here. Long-time viewer, first-time commenter. He's got a V8, 1,000 miles, and soon to be owner of a KS16X. And there's a slight story behind that because Mario is delivering that wheel this evening. So he's leaving early. So he won't be managing this entire live show. I'm going to have the console passed to me, and he's leaving just for you, Andy, to get that wheel to you on works time rather than on his own time, because that wouldn't be very fair, would it? I mean, Mario gets £2 an hour, so I think that's already enough money coming out of my pocket. What does Bruce do when you two are doing the live stream? Hopefully, he just lies and sleeps. If he's not doing that, which he does do 99.9% of the time, he's having a dump in the showroom or out there. Because it's coming to the end of the day and he's actually quite keen to get out. So if you're eating your tea right now, or your breakfast, depending where you're viewing from, or you're eating something like Bruce at 2 AM perhaps, and should be asleep in Australia, yeah, sorry about that. But that's what he does. Good choice on the 16X, Andy, says EUC Ride. I think so. I think the 16X is a massively undervalued wheel because it's an epic wheel for a 16-incher. It's got a nice thick tyre on it. It's a super nice build. Nice and compact. It's got everything you need. Trolley handle, front, rear lights, which switch either way, whether you're going forward or back on it. You get a front light, essentially. Yeah, super powerful motor, everything. Yeah, it's really nice. Good battery size. Ivan is in the house. Welcome, Ivan. Hi, everyone. A V5F, 300 miles. A KS18L, 2,400 miles. A KS16X, 1,003 miles. A Gotway MSX, 2,443 miles. And a Veteran Sherman, 205 miles. Been riding since November 2018. Then we've got Robin Little. Robin Little, Bridlington, 5 years, aged 71. 71. Not 17. KS14C, a KS16S, 4,300 miles. KSS18, 78 miles. Very, very good. Del Meek, UK, Kent. He's on an M Super X, 1,036 miles. An MCM5, 1,485 miles. Good afternoon, Ian and Mary. Good afternoon, Del. Robin Little says, sorry, confused. KS1S18. KSS18, I think that is. 780 miles. You've thrown me there. I was thinking it's a model I don't know about called the KS1S. But I don't think there is. Have you seen Mike Back's Monster Pro range test when he discovered the lower voltage alarm discharges 75V? I have, EUC Addict. In fact, I've been talking with Marty because he's got the new board, so it's like a Gen 1.5. And I've since spoken to Gotway, and because you guys are watching, you're privileged for this information, they're going to send me an updated board so I can access the full range on the Monster Pro. We're then going to put the Monster Pro back together again, remove the board, put the new board in it, then do another range test and see what we get. Because that is a massive difference between what I was getting at about 78 volts. It's letting you run down to 74 volts. Huge. So we will see, well, if that equals like 20 miles extra range, that's a different sort of ball game, really, for those that just want that extra mileage. I didn't see any brownies in this week's vlog. What's going on? Well, Bobby's Brownies only sent us one box. That's Mario's fault, I think. Mario, is any more brownies coming?
I don't know.
He says, I don't know.
So.
You what? You don't think so?
I think so.
You don't think so? No. That's their lot. He ate them all. Yeah, we did eat them all. In fact, I took them home and the kids had some. Just. Ian Williams. He is in the house with an InMotion V8 2,225 kilometers, an MSX 100 volt 1,230 1,230 watt hours, 8,500 kilometers on that one. So he's done 8,500 kilometers on his Gotway MSX 100 volt. He's got another. Oh yeah, he's got another MSX 100 volt with 2,200 watt hours. And he's done 8,000 kilometers on that. A KSS 18 0 kilometers, riding 2 years. Cameron is also in the house with a 9-bot C Plus with 450 miles on it. He's been riding for about 3.5 years. He is from Edinburgh. Now, Edinburgh is interesting because where is Edinburgh? Mario, where's Edinburgh? Scotland. We had a little present delivered earlier. That is from Scotland. Have you got them, Mario? Where's the presents? Oh yeah, hidden away. And you can kind of just about see them. We got sent this, and this will be on the vlog as well, the unboxing of this. This is what we got. We got Scottish Blend sent to us. Specially blended for Scottish water. So we've got a barrel of Scottish water coming down on the same day courier. I haven't really, but we're going to use Mitradine water. Fresh, clean taste that you love. And this is Scottish Blend tea. Mario has brought a kettle in. Has it just boiled, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we might have this made freshly on the air. Not only that, to bribe us into saying this is the best tea versus the Yorkshire tea that we got sent, which I agree now, by the way, is better than the PG tips. And we're just rounding off our PG tips at the moment to get rid of them. We've got sent some Border beautifully crafted biscuits, milk chocolate, gingers, as well as a way of blackmailing us into this, and with a letter which says, "Dear Ian plus Mario." Plus Mario, notice that, not Dear Ian and Mario. So not equals, just plus. Scottish Blend, as promised. It's a damn fine cuppa. The enclosed Premier biscuits are in no way intended to sway your opinion. Love your work and all the very best from Glasgow. Kind regards, Sim. So thank you very much, Sim, who is on this chat as we speak. So here they are. They did arrive. They arrived today, just in time. They came in on the trolley. I said, what is this going on? Know what that is straight away because they were promised last week. So we've got the plank of goodness, which we can put the tea bags on. And Mario's now going to, he's very, very good. He's worked in a restaurant, haven't you, before?
Yeah.
Is this make yourself, is it?
Yes.
Is that what you do in restaurants, is it?
Yeah.
Which restaurant are you working then?
Mario's restaurant.
Mario's restaurant. Right, well, I'll eat them self biscuits then.
Yep. I don't like ginger.
Don't you? Doesn't like ginger, so that's an insult. Thanks anyway for sending them. I do appreciate these things. So I'm going to just make this, and I'm going to carry on through. Here we go. Did you miss me, Ian? Not really, Marcus. I've seen your comment below, which says, I mean my post. There we go. Right, Scottish tea coming up, boys. Oh, I've got a trick for this, right? This is another thing. Moving on for this tea thing, Scottish Blend. Let's put that back over there, just there on display. Scottish Blend. What you do is you get a cup, which says, I love you, from Ruby, which is my daughter. And what you do is you're going to get me in. So you need to basically put this here, and then this is a me and John thing, this is, right? And you've got to throw it behind your back just like that. Just like that. I can't say that anymore. So you stand straight on, and you just throw it. Ready? So this is going to go in a cup, first time, live on air. So that's what you've got to do. So now I've demonstrated what you've got to do. You just got to throw it, and then you just get it in the cup live on air. That was close. So that was really close. So you just, because it's behind you, it makes it difficult. So you just throw it in like that, and then you make a cup of tea. First time, obviously. Just going to pour this out now. Anyone listening just on audio, I am not at the urinal. Or maybe, depending on the taste. Let's just put the boiling water down there where I can trip over it. Safety first. I seem to be caught in a lighting unit, which is a little bit frustrating. There we go. Yep, got it. I'm out. I'm free. How's that singer song? What did he sing? Free. Yeah. I'm going to open up these biscuits as well, ginger biscuits. So I'm just going to let that marinate or stew. Not Scottish stew. I did, Marcus. So let me go back up whilst that's marinating. Scottish stew. No, not Scottish stew. No. Oh, Marcus, Sweden. I ride Gotway Tesla, the wheel with the most bang for buck. 2,000 kilometers so far. Gothenburg. Recently released from prison. Okay. Going down. Got to try and find where we were. Oh, it's jumped again. It does this. Is Mario doing quotes for garage conversions? He will do. Very, very cheap. As I say, £2 an hour, isn't it?
No.
No. £1.50 an hour. Don't want to go too high. So anywhere you need, do it. He loves digging. Don't you, Mario?
No.
Doesn't love digging. And not only that, doesn't like plants or gardens or cold weather.
Sawing trees off.
He likes sawing trees off. To our horror, a really nice, rare tree, which was slightly in the way of the wheelbarrow. It was sort of knocking the wheelbarrow as he went by. And so Mario just cut it off. I saw the damage this morning when I went by. It's only really rare.
Oh, Pete said it's okay.
It's dead now. So I had a chat with Pete about it. But you're Pete's boss, though, remember?
Sorry?
Got to follow the story along because you were the foreman essentially of the job. You were the manager of the job. Remember in the vlog, you said you were managing and Pete was helping you, as opposed to everybody knows that you were working for Pete.
So we changed.
You changed.
Yeah.
Fresh milk today, which is good because the last lot was dated the 20th? 21st, date 21st. Still tasted alright, we got a magic fridge. Very nice indeed. Okay, got a phone call coming in now. Hello?
Oh, hello.
You alright? Yeah, just doing a live feed at the moment.
Are you?
Yeah. Ready?
Live?
Yeah, bye.
Hi, but wait a minute. What's that lovely thing hanging behind you on that jumper there?
This here? Oh, this was made by Ruby, my daughter. Which is on the vlog. It's going to be on the vlog. There it is, look.
Hey, Ruby, look.
Ruby's going to... She wanted this, I think, on the live show. You see? And what's it...
Okay.
Yeah, what's his name?
He's called Ashley, and I'm not going to tell you his real name because that's a secret identity.
What was his first name, though? Because Ashley was the second one, wasn't it? It was something Ashley.
No, well, I can't tell you the second name because otherwise I would ruin his
superpower.
His,
Okay.
His actual name.
Yeah. Right, we'll see you later then. Bye. Love you all. There we are. Gone. Got rid of them. Anyway, yeah, she made me that this morning. It's on the vlog. Been riding about 8 months. This is PROSESSEMCE. Has been riding about 8 months. Started on a second-hand KS16X that I had problems with from the day I got it, so I purchased the Veteran Sherman a couple of weeks back. Done 200 miles on that. MJ Monterey, California. He's got a 16S, an 18XL, an MSX 100 volt, riding almost 2 years, 2,000+ miles in total. Okay. Cameron, another Scottish rider. Yes. You got a few Scottish riders, I think. Christopher King, a Veteran Sherman, will be my first EUC when your shipment arrives. Lol. 0 miles on any EUCs. He's going something deep blind. You're going to love it, though. You're going to absolutely love it. Lol T verse. Lol. Cameron, sorry, meant E+, not a C+. 9-bot E+. Bribe is such a strong word. It is a strong word. It is. But nonetheless, it was a bribe. It was a bribe. So, yeah. Smooth brew from the Scottish. Rich Skull or Ivan Cullis. Is Pete doing quotes for deliveries in his DPD van? What does that mean, Rich? I don't know what that means. Can't you do a blind taste test to see which is best? Tea Yorkshire versus Scottish blend. Is all about the tea, not wheels. Mario will make it. Very true. Yeah, we could do blind testing, couldn't we? Could line it up on the plank of goodness. Line up 3 of them, and then I tell you which is PG Tips, which is
Well, PG
Yorkshire.
tips and the Scottish are pyramid style, and Yorkshire is a flat style.
That's to look at though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Blind testing?
You want just the ready.
Blind testing is where you can't see what's in front of
Okay.
you. So the triangle thing makes no difference.
Okay.
So we put 3 cups out, and I tell you which is the nicest out of the 3. Yeah. Solo gear since May 2020. Roughly, this is GTA EUC. Roughly 60 kilometers. MSX A4 since July 2020. And 500 kilometers. He is from Canada, originally from Essex, UK. Bribe is ineffective on Mario. Absolutely, because Mario does not like ginger, apparently. Yeah. Oh, no, it jumped again. It's really annoying it does that. Someone said, Mr. and Mrs. Wheels said, no milk in first. You can't put the milk in first in tea because it scalds the milk. So as you pour the hot water onto cold milk, it scalds it slightly, scalds it, and it turns it. So of course you put the milk in afterwards and it doesn't get scalded then. Never heard urinal said like that. You have now. Phonetically, Senator Perry, how do Americans say urinal? Hi Ian, is the VT trolley handle top part, will it fit onto my old MSX 84 volt? It will. So grab them while we still got them in. That's not how you make a cup of tea. The way you and Jonathan ride on a wheel is the way. Yes. Have you seen that one, Mary? Yes, you have. You filmed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
John making a cup of tea on a tray.
Yeah.
That was pretty much one of the first things you filmed here, wasn't it?
Mm.
Well, John wearing long johns and a tray.
That was the first thing filming when I was filming both you and John.
Yeah. Just so it's just normal. That's how you entered into the work here.
Yeah.
It's like wearing long johns and a tray making tea out in the middle of the forest. Yeah. Completely normal. Facebook, Bruce McLeod Live, 2 a.m. Australia, Z10 V8. Done that already. Done that shout out already, Rich. But thanks, though. Argard's Vaping. Hi, Alan here from Tarmac Wheel, riding a Nikola 100 volt, now just over 1,600 miles. Marcus has just written, Ian's wife either wants to be on the show or she's senile. I would go with the... no, we're live, aren't we? She's probably watching. No, she wants to be on the show.
Ooh.
Definitely not senile.
What is senile?
Senile's mental, like cuckoo.
Okay.
Yeah. Senator Perry, I liked it when Ian's wife did the review of the e-bikes. Yes, she should be on here. We should get her on the show. I said this last week. You'd have her on once, and then you realise why you don't want her back on again. Change it to live chat, not top chat. What's going on?
Top chat.
Oh yeah.
Change it
To live. I mean, this is what we need. You need someone who knows what they're doing. Got it. So it won't keep jumping then. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
I like it. Change it live chat. Done. It's done that now. Thanks for your advice. It's not like we've been doing this years or anything, is it? I mean, you wouldn't think so. Clearly, obviously not. Every week I'm on the live show. Ooh, are you? Facepalm. There we are. Marcus, I'm not sure if you get the humour. I hope you do. Critical Pixel. Hi Ian. Caught the live stream again. Hope all is well. Can't wait to start riding. Sherman is on its way. Scooter being sold. That is a very good decision, I would have said. Milk in second. No question. Absolutely. Definitely not milk first, says Laurie. Exactly. No, it makes sense. An emulsion rather than mix, he said. It doesn't. Milk in before tea bag removal. Interesting one. See, I've always put the milk in after tea bag removal because I find the milk saturates a tea bag and a tea bag then can't release the nice leafy taste that it releases. It sort of coats it in a thing. A bit like when you have a curry and you have some milk and it coats your tongue and it takes away that sting. That's the same logic, surely. Tell me if I'm wrong. Hello, Ian, Mario. How many miles you guys got?
Oh, I don't know.
Brilliant. What a conversationalist. Have a guess. How many miles do you reckon you've done? While I open this packet of bribery biscuits.
Well,
Because this is the best tea. Whilst he's laughing.
750. Maybe 750. Probably 2,000.
Mario reckons he's got...
Or two... Yeah, let's say 2,000.
Mario says 2,000. Chocolate and ginger. Border, beautifully crafted biscuits, milk chocolate and gingers. And how many have we got? We got 3, 6... We got 9 biscuits in there for me to eat.
This is ASMR.
And I probably, I don't know, maybe done, 30,000, something like that. More. Black tea only, no milk. Urinal. That's how they say it in America. Urinal. You're in hell. That's what it sounds like. Oh, that's very gingery. Urinal, yeah. So if anybody hasn't watched it, go back through our YouTube channel. Find, what's it called, Mary? What were we reviewing? The V10 one, when it first came out, because it was lovely and smooth. So if you go look at our V10 reviews, I think that's where John's got the tray. So if you don't know what we're talking about, John goes out with a tray strapped on with a...
No, wasn't it John choosing a wheel?
Could be John choosing the wheel, yeah, and he ended up buying the V10, wasn't it? John choosing a wheel, you got the teapot and a cup of tea and milk, and he goes along off-road over cobbly roads to make tea. Yeah, basically. Urinal. Aluminium. No, aluminum. I've got to start learning how to pronounce all the words wrong. So pronounce them like they're not spelt. Do you know? Yeah. That's Americans, isn't it, basically? They look at it and it says aluminium. Obviously it says aluminium. But they're like, no, aluminum. So you add in letters that aren't actually in there. They're like, yeah. And we know, because it's our language, that it was stolen, because it's the best language. It was taken and then just sort of deformed. You're not saying anything, are you? Start a storm. Start a storm. It's true, though. So, Brett Johnson, Yorkshire tea all the way and milk in second. Yeah, good. Go with that one. I will go with that one, Brett. Laurie says, live feed on how to make tea. Just about getting me through the end of the day. Or it'll end your day, one of the two. I wonder how many people stop driving cars after getting an EUC. I parked my car 3 years ago and haven't looked back. Over 20,000 kilometres in total so far. It's not bad, is it?
Yeah, that's impressive.
It is. Oh, I've got 15,000 kilometres. What's the next review coming out? The next review coming out is the RS 1,000 kilometres. How pathetic have our reviews been? Just haven't had time. Got so much on that actually getting out and doing some filming and stuff. I did some filming the other day and a break in the weather, which was on the vlog. That's part of it. And
broke your equipment.
And I broke the equipment. So the Skydio hit a tree. It hit a tree, and it's not caught on camera, sadly. I was hoping to go back through the footage and then see it hitting the tree, and then its descent. So it hit a tree as it was flying wide. It was tracking me parallel. It hit a tree. It went down. It tried to recover, because they're quite good at doing that, Skydios. They all boot it back up. You hear the motors really ramp up, trying to get it back up again before it hits the ground. Because it basically hit, turned over, shut off, flipped back over, started back up again, and then but it hit a fence post. It hit the fence post and it jettisoned the battery out. So then there's no chance of it taking off, and then it slammed into the ground and it broke. It only broke the prop, one of the props. I had a spare prop with me, not the right one though. There's two, so it's 50-50. Happened to not have the right one, but I flew it with a broken. Put it all back together again and flew it with the broken prop. I thought, I've come out now into the middle of the woods, 4 or 5 miles out into the middle of nowhere. I am filming with this drone, so I took off with half a prop on one side, and it still worked. How epic is that? They're built a bit like a tank. So yeah. There we go, that answers that one. The tea making video is hilarious, and that is from that what we're talking about, John making tea. Hello Ian, sorry for the late entry. Better late than never. You will be drinking Lapsang Souchong soon, the way this show is going. What is Lapsang Souchong? Does anybody know? Is it a form of tea? It's a tea. Mary says it's a tea.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yes.
Good stuff. Is it loose tea though? Is kind of what I was getting at. Is it in a bag? Is it loose tea? I got some loose tea given to me by Kingsong when they visited. It's very nice. I still got some left. We had 2 boxes of the stuff. Gosh, you think now we get a lot of tea. Susie is online. Hello, Susie. Well, I don't think you've ever been on the show. Quite some years ago, Susie used to work for me, and then she got so sick of me that she left and just walked out one day.
I'm not surprised.
And that's not even a true story. It's not true. We parted on good terms. Of course we did. Unbelievable. Mario's like there going, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I wish I could do that. I just can't at the moment because I need the money. I was telling Mario actually only yesterday, we got the new office chairs in, which you'd have seen on the weekly vlog. We got those in, and I was trying to spin Mario around on his chair. And Susie, if you're still watching, I haven't signed off. When Susie was working at the desk doing the accounts, I used to come along on a wheel, grab the chair, and then drag it all the way out the warehouse. And she's like, Ian, don't do this. And I drag her all the way out, and I push her down the corridor. And then right back in and sit down again. It's either extreme fun or it's a form of bullying. I can't quite work it out. But Mario wouldn't let me spin him around. I told him that story, and then he let me spin him around on the chair whilst I was going, whee! Did you enjoy it, though?
Not really.
You will. You'll learn to enjoy it. Any new veteran wheel rumours you can share? Any new veteran wheel rumours you can share? No, none. What Marcus said. Oh, let's go up. What did Marcus say? Any gossip about the Emotion V12? No, I did ask him, though. I asked him this morning, I believe.
Yeah.
You saw me ask him.
Yeah.
Because now Mario's in the group, you see. I did ask them this morning about it, and I haven't had a reply to that. They just ignored it. So, Ivan Colour says it's Chinese tea. Is it loose tea, though, Ivan? Or is it in a bag? You won't need to buy any tea bags for many, many months now. We were trying to work it out. So we have 5 cups of tea a day on average, do you reckon, Mario? 5 cups of tea times 3. So, yeah. Do you see the Muppets in government ever making electric unicycle? I thought it was just said, do you see the Muppets in government? I was thinking of the actual Muppets. Ever making electric unicycles legal on our UK roads in our lifetime? Oh, I should flipping hope so, unless my life's not very long.
If you swipe with 3 fingers, there's an article.
Hold on. That way round. That way round, so I'm back to front here. There we go. Very good. Top story, Dow Jones. It's up 216 points.
It's just the next desktop.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Which way do you want me to swipe? That way. Oh, yeah. Don't put it on, though, because I'm not going to read that news article yet. Oh, this has got a lot of ginger in it. Nice, though. Goes well with a nice cup of tea.
I had prepared an article 2 weeks ago, but never had the time to actually read it.
So it's old news.
We haven't read it, so
No, that's not how news works, though.
That's how it works.
Here, in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, should we move on to the news then? Have you got a news intro?
Oh, I need to make a new one.
Oh my goodness. No, so we haven't got any. The news. All right. Yeah. Legislation to regulate use of e-scooters and e-bikes to be introduced. Now, 99% of you will watch this because apparently it's from 2 weeks ago. That's a stretch because I can see on here it says February the 1st.
Oh yeah, well, I got it. It was already old news.
This is embarrassing, isn't it? So, from almost a month ago, use of e-scooters will not require tax, insurance, or a driving license. Minister says. He said
the date next time.
You'll want to delete the date.
Yeah.
Yeah, just rub out the date.
Yeah.
So then we can just say brand new, hot off the press, and no one will know unless they read that article. They won't be quite sure whether or not it's a month old.
Even if they read it, they still wouldn't remember.
They wouldn't remember.
So yeah.
E-scooters and e-bikes are finally to be regulated on Irish roads. Oh, it's Irish though, isn't it? Minister for Transport, Eamon Ryan, has said. He said on Monday the government had given approval to draft new legislation in this area. The plan is for a new vehicle category, powered personal transporters, which would be legal to use in public, but within a new safety framework. This sounds very promising, doesn't it? If our government did the same thing. Announcing the development, Mr. Ryan said tax, insurance and driving licence will not be required for the use of e-scooters. Further rules on exactly where and how they will be used will be included in the forthcoming road traffic bill. The law also differentiates e-bikes depending on their size. The minister said that while they will be treated mainly in the same way as normal bicycles, more powerful models will be considered akin to light mopeds. E-scooters have become an increasingly popular form of personal mobility in a short period of time, Mr. Ryan said. However, these devices are not legal under current Irish road traffic law, which is interesting because, well, that's scooters mine. We went on electric unicycles around. We travelled up the east coast of Ireland on our 1,000 miler, you see. And the police just waved us and said, well, hey! I'm implementing the commitment in the programme for government to regulate their use so that they can be used. Mario,
Yeah.
can you grab that phone? That'll be a delivery because it's ringing on the main line. You have to sprint though because it's going to miss it. Ah. Can you check the doors? Okay. If you could. Sorry, everybody. It's, I can hear the landline ringing, but it can't be anything else. It can't be. This is me controlling it now because Mario's gone. Oh, it's ringing again. I'm going to have to go now because Mario's now run out to try and get it. We've got it. No, we've got it. Is there someone there, Mario? No answer. Did he get hold of you? No. Okay, go then, because you just drive off. Oh, guys. The things we've got to do right here. Yeah, he's going. I can see him driving off. He's driving off. He's gone. Ah! Yeah, I saw him driving off. Mario's never got him. Never ever got him. Hopefully he's left it out there. What can you do? There we are. It's all good fun. Where was I? Oh yeah. I was reading something and now out of breath sprinting around the warehouse like a nutter. Once introduced, the laws will bring Ireland up to speed with many other European countries. As the number of people opting for the electric devices grows, it is not clear how long it will take for the legislation to come into being. Safety measures. Dutch company Dot, an e-scooter service operator in 16 cities, has recently called on the government to consider various safety measures once legislation has been put in place. It has recommended a minimum age of 16 years, compulsory helmets for those aged between 16 and 18, and upper speed limit of 25 km an hour. What? A ban on footpath use and consideration of comprehensive insurance provided by companies operating rental schemes. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's that one. Press that button. That's all good. Sweet. How do I get back to the chat? Got it. Let's have another look. Seen a few comments already. Hey guys, says Beetle with E. Hi. Senator Bayer, anyone discussed the proposed 30% tax benefit for e-bikes in the Los Estados Unidos? I don't know anything about that. Tell us more. Brett Johnson, the e-scooter trial in Newcastle seems to be going bad. BBC News today. Uh-oh. Brett, can you share a link with that in the chat? That's a shame. Don't know what that's gone wrong, is it? Presumably. Someone had a serious accident or something? Bruce says, looks the same laws as we enjoy in Queensland, Australia. Brilliant stuff. Beryl, yo, back to you. It's almost like he's trying to run a business. Exactly right, yes. Hey, Eunice Scooter Boys. Hey, Rebus. Senator Berry, so you think his wife would leave us with dead air? Dead air? Possibly. Marty, this is why I watch the live shows right here. What, for the madness? Optimus Prime, try and put a CCTV outside so you can see a delivery, Ian. Saves you time. We can put it out there, but we still need to go and collect it. That's the problem there. It's like, man, oh man, what we can't do is have that missing. So we need to actually go and collect it. So I knew he was out there because he's ringing the outside door, you see. So when it rings to the landline, everything's diverted to a mobile. So it's a single point of contact. So because all this COVID stuff, since then, 12 months ago almost now, isn't it? Everything's been diverted out, and we're going to keep that mobile number as the main number. It was a Works mobile that we used anyway. Everything's diverted to that single point of contact, which usually Mike's at the end of, unless he's really annoying and goes on holiday. It's ridiculous, isn't it? There should be legislation not allowing people to go on holiday. So it goes to that point. If they're at the door, they used to pick up a physical phone and ring through, and that's what was ringing. So you knew he'd actually hear picking up the phone. He's not getting an answer. He's going, won't leave this delivery here. Did it come, Mario? No. He's driven off. I saw him drive off. See, we missed it now. So we haven't got that delivery. Which is a bit frustrating, to be honest. Especially as there's a note on the door, it says ring the phone. But yeah, that's where we're at with that. Rigged for Epic makes even more sense to legalise with the pandemic and also everyone wanting to cut emissions. Exactly right. They want people to social distance. Public transport is problematic. Going around on electric unicycles sounds ideal to me. Or scooters at the same time. Sounds brilliant. That quiet you could hear a tea bag drop. Exactly right. Surely EUCs should be classed as mobility vehicles. Well, that's an interesting point, isn't it? They can be classed. You can register them in the UK as a mobility vehicle. Rob Hitch knows more about that. I can't remember the name of his website. But if you look at Rob Hitch, probably Rob Hitch Mobility, you get the articles where he's talked about that. And you can get them registered. And I think you get number plates issued. Something crazy like that. But obviously you need to be a blue badge holder, really, to do that. So, yeah. Rentals are always going to be misused by renters. Yes, absolutely. This is partly the reason we don't rent out wheels, because it's very problematic. We're looking into it, some way of doing it, but at the moment, no, we don't. I'm going to try to. All being well. Ginger biscuits, nice. Can you showcase size of King Ion 16X versus RS versus EXM? Kind of. Probably, maybe. At some point. We've got the EXM down there. The 16X is probably around about, looking at it, the same height as the EX, not the EXM. We haven't got an EXN. We've got an EX, which is lifted up a little bit more. It's about the same size as that, basically. So Brett was saying the kids are racing at night and stuff on these rental scooters. Kids are getting hold of them and then bombing around and racing. That's a shame, isn't it? Hi Ian, would you recommend the Honda electric car you have to others? It depends, Marcus. This is like buying electric unicycles. It's the same thing. So that Honda E is an exceptional car. It's really, really well built. It's something else. So the Zoe I've got, the Leaf I had, another car, electric cars I've been in. The Honda E is an amazing car. Really, really good. But its range is low. So if you want to go far, in summer you're going to get about 100 miles, maybe 120. And in winter you get about 83, 85 miles for a full charge. But the car itself is a beautiful car. 50-50 weight distribution, rear wheel drive, 150 brake horsepower, 153 brake horsepower for such a light car. It's just brilliant to drive. Such short wheelbase as well. Really nice. Really, really nice. So definitely recommend for the gadgetry that's got built in it with all the screens all across the front. I mean, that car could be self-driving. So it's got all the equipment built into it to self-drive. So what would be interesting is if they do an over-the-air update, or you pay some money to have it converted, you know, plug in just by firmware. That would be amazing. So you can almost get it to self-drive. Motorways is no issue at all. It will drive. I've driven for an hour on the motorway, and it just, yeah, drove itself essentially. Stood there. You've got to keep holding the wheel at least every 9 seconds, put some pressure on it. A bit like the Tesla stuff. So, yeah. So would I recommend it? Yes, but if you want long range, then no. I mean, the Zoe wins hands down. If you want for budget and range, you've got to go Zoe, because I mean, my Zoe was 16 grand, 16,250 with the reversing camera. An absolute bargain. I mean, you do almost 200 miles in summer. So it's like bang for buck, amazing. But it's just a utility to me, that Zoe. The kids can get in at 30 feet. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. It's just a utility, whereas a Honda E is a bit more. It almost feels like a weekend car that you can go and have some fun with. Really enjoy driving it. Every single time I get in, I'm like, this is lush. Really, really nice car. Love it. 15 miles per hour is slow. Why would anyone want to ride that slow? That's exactly right. So that is part of the problem. I found that if any of you guys came up through motorcycling but started with on a learner on a 50cc like I did, it was almost a danger to ride so slow in flowing traffic. So if people are going along at 60 at the national speed limit in the UK, and you can only go 28, and the thing is screaming and it's been artificially restricted because that's the law. I always just find that really, really dangerous. Right. See you, Mario. Have fun delivering that wheel, won't you? Your wheel is on its way if you're still watching, Mr. Stratton. So I always find that really, really dangerous. You're going along a main road and you're pinning the thing and you're getting buffeted about by the wind and it's going screaming its head off, and then there's these cars queuing up behind you or getting peed off with you, and they pull along, and like when you're a cyclist, and they cut by real close, and it's just, if the thing, at that age, I could have easily done 60 miles an hour and that being perfectly safe. They don't allow it. So it's like I find that actually more dangerous. City, fine, when you're not talking about high speeds anyway, but they could have, Yeah, and I find that the same with EUCs. It's like it's actually dangerous to limit them to about 15 miles an hour. And you're trying to, if they allowed them to flow with traffic completely openly and legally, restricting them down to that sort of speed would be not very sensible, in my opinion. So EUC, is it classified as a toy or a road vehicle? I always think it's a toy. So this used to happen with the GoPeds. We had a customer that got taken to court for riding a GoPed, and he got away with it because he said, oh, it was a toy, it's not a vehicle. But it depends who you speak to. So, just depends who you speak to. Is it a toy? I wouldn't have said so. I think you find it hard to argue it's actually a toy, or you thought it was a toy. They should make, it's not a vehicle in terms of the legal sense of a vehicle. It's just bizarre. The whole thing's really weird. So if you ride on the road, so if you ride on the pavement, I think it's a 50 quid fine. If you ride on the road and you meet the wrong policeman, then it's classed as riding a motor vehicle. Yeah, riding a motor vehicle on the road without the tax or insurance. But you can ride on the pavement. You can't get done for that. It's a different offence. It's for riding a motor vehicle on a pavement. It's 50 quid. You don't get charged. You can the insurance. You can ride it without insurance. For example, if they say it's a motor vehicle, which it isn't a motor vehicle, because the definition of a motor vehicle, DVLA will tell you it is not a motor vehicle because it doesn't meet the criteria. Policeman pulls you over and said, oh, that's a motor vehicle you're riding without insurance. And you say to him, it's not a motor vehicle. And they go, it is, it's got a motor and it's a vehicle. And you go, no, in terms of the and then you end up in an argument, and then you get slapped with a fine or something. But you get done for riding without insurance is a possibility. And so you think you lose 6 points of your licence and you get charged 600 quid, something like that. Mega problem if that happened, which is pretty rare. You should plug this channel more over on the Ian Sampson channel. I think them subscribers would love it there. They probably would. They probably would. Occasionally I do it. Ian Williams, the only reason electric scooters haven't been made legal yet is because they're making lots of money out of the hire companies. Possibly. Bruce says 15 miles per hour is slow. Why would anyone ride that slow? Did that? Yeah. Being told by everyone that's illegal. Better than being told everyone that's illegal. Pee off. Lovely singing voice. The government, that is. Have you let Mario drive it? Yes, I have, actually. I got video footage I haven't even put up, I don't think. Yeah, of Mario driving it for the first time. Better than i3? Yes, I would have said so, yeah. In every way, it's better than the i3. You're talking about the same number of seating, aren't you? The i3, if I remember rightly, is still a 4-seater as well. So it's not a 5-seat car, that Honda-y. It's the only thing is the range. Okay, that's basically it. Is the range is lower than most people could bear or think they could bear if they've never had an electric car before. You know what it's like. I think the average is like 25 miles a day is the average use of a car, something like that. And this thing will do 83, so it's going to be fine for almost everybody in the country. But people always think, oh, no, I do 500 miles a day. How on earth would this ever work? It's not going to work. And they've always said that about electric cars. But no, I mean, I've got the Leaf, Nissan Leaf 24 kilowatt hour in 2013, 14, something like that. And that only had a range of 85, and it's been spot on. We all had one. Susie had one. I had one, and Mike had one. My parents have got one. Original Sim. We need the UK cycle network updated to Scandinavian levels. From it says WH. Is there any food? It looks purpose built for EUCs. Pedestrians shouldn't have to fear wheels flying around at 30 miles an hour. Exactly right. Andy says awesome. Thank you, Mario. Well, he's on his way, so hopefully he'll be there soon. Depending on the traffic is. Marty, I love my i3, but Ian's Honda makes me jealous. Yeah, there's something about the Honda that definitely is. Once you get in one, you drive it, there's something amazing about it. And actually, all the motoring journalists have said that. The rear end, they spent a load of time on that suspension and the subframe, and a load of money on that area, and the way that the rear wheel drive, Bruce has been nutter now, rear wheel drive delivers its power. It's a lush car. In California, they prefer to ride on the road, but not on the sidewalk. Okay, let's bring some chat back into this bad boy. If you do, so you get, you have more chance of getting fined if you do. They've ridden to ride on the road, but not on the sidewalk. You have more chance of getting fined if you do. So if you're saying if you ride on the pavement, you're more likely to get fined than if you just went on the road. And I would kind of agree with that logic. You don't want to put pedestrians in danger. But the trouble is, in the UK, you can actually get slammed for riding on the road, and the charges are higher. So yeah, Dan Summers, hi Dan. Ian Williams, EUC should come under the push bike law, which is if the vehicle is under 40 kilograms and you do not exceed 50 miles an hour, you're illegal. I think 50 miles an hour is too slow is the issue. I think, yeah, if we can get on the road, then you want to be doing faster than that, don't you? To be on the road to keep with traffic. What wheel can you recommend for a 100 kilogram rider who wants to ride with 55 to 60 kilometers an hour and be able to brake decently fast in traffic? Wow, you are pushing your luck with that one, I would have said, for those sorts of speeds and the weight and to brake decently fast in traffic. You've got very limited options there. Pretty much you're going to be Monster Pro and Sherman, and I should go through a load of wheels now, aren't I? The EX range, so either the N or the suspension unit as well. So you go the EX or EXN to be comfortable. And probably what you want to do is have some boost pads on there as well, stuck to the side, so you get that extra torque and extra braking when you lean into it. So yeah, that's going to be your best bet. So super boost pads, as we call them, or cheap pads. And you want to be at bare minimum a 2000 watt motor, but ideally bigger than that. Rigged for Epic, yeah, we have a lot of national cycleways up here in Manchester, but they're in dire need of maintenance. Now we found that riding in Milton Keynes on the redways, as they're called, is they're beyond repair, some of them. The tree roots come along, and because it's tarmacked in red, you've actually, a lot of the time, you can't see them. So you just hit these tree roots that have made the tarmac do that, like a triangle formation. And so you just take off. It's completely mental. How there's not more cycle accidents, I do not know. Yeah. He needs an MSX 100 volt, 2200 watt hour with power pads. Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, you're going to need that. Right. What posts have we got on electric people? Let's have a little look. Is there anything newsworthy? Brian Johnson says, going to be looking for riding buddies in Cambridge area summertime. Who's out there? He posted recently. Is there anyone out there? What was it that got you to pull the trigger and decide to join the EUC hobby? So there's 28 votes on that. You can't see them because I'm not logged in. Just been training myself to ride backwards on my 1S2 in a big open, basically empty car park. Feels like the first time I tried going forward, i.e. it wasn't happening. Loads of fun and great to get out for a bit. New challenge started. Who else rides backwards or tries any other tricks? And so if you haven't already, go over to electricpeople.org and sign up, and then you can go and respond to these things and join in the conversation. We've got almost 1,000 members on Electric People. So go and check it out, sign up, join the conversation. So for instance, you can go to servicing, and I myself posted this up today for Christopher, in fact, who had an issue with his firmware update on his Kingsong and wanted to know how to get out of it. It was stuck on 43%. And there it is. So you've got the APK direct link for Android and the iOS instructions. So there you go. You can go and do that. So join Electric People and see the latest things. So we've got a bit of a leaderboard going on. Speedy Feet's winning. Surprise, surprise. The amount of content we post up. But yeah, we've got some people following along. So yeah, go and have a look there and join in. So that's going backwards. Orange Clark pads look amazing on it. Some traction pads for surfboards. So this is what we're talking about, like Super Boost pads. If you need that extra acceleration, have a look at these Clark pads as well. Go and comment on that. Looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? We have got sent some of those, which will be, we'll do a review on at some point. So we got some pads that we've got sent. We'll do a review on them. They arrived the other day. What else we got? What sort of mileage? Are people clocking on their wheels? There's all sorts going on there, so just go and check it out. You guys should comment, join in, post your videos and your thoughts upon people's things. Posts. Hey Ian, I've been riding my EUC 3+ years and people still ask me, is that a one wheel? This is very annoying. How do I answer their question while secretly insulting their lack of intelligence? Well, you could get a t-shirt printed up. It says something on the back. So as you ride away, just say, yeah, it is a one wheel. Yeah, it is. It's one wheel. One wheel, one way. Just say one wheel. That's what I'd say. Just be super polite to them. It can be annoying. It's a bit like when people say cheating. That's cheating, that is. That's quite annoying. But you've got to remember, it's the first time for most people to see it. So you've got to be ultra polite and introduce them to the world. Because you never know, they could be another rider. You could actually convince them to get one and jump on it. And or you could just say, no, this isn't a one wheel. This is massively more versatile. So your departure and your ascending, you can actually go down steeper things and up steeper things than a one wheel. You can go faster than one wheel and you can go further than one wheel. So you could inform them actually of the benefits of riding an electric unicycle. I am on King Song 16X at the moment. Yes, it gets to power. I think I've answered your question somewhere else as well. Overpowered too often with my weight. Thank you for the advice. For now, I'm thinking between EXN and Sherman. I don't think you can really go wrong with a Sherman. You could, yeah. You have to go that sort of power output and that sort of battery size to get the level of performance you'd expect out of it. But you do need the side pads on it if you want to get good braking, so more responsive braking. Marty says, I get people still calling my EUC a hoverboard, just a lack of words to describe these things. Yeah, a hoverboard is a weird one because there's nothing like a hoverboard. I've had that before. Hoverboard, what are you on about? So when we had all those fires, there's a major problem in the UK. People say, oh, there's things that catch fire. So, no, been riding these years, never had one catch fire, so I don't really know what you're talking about. Mike says, I call my EUC a one wheel or just wheel, so much easier to say than EUC. Marcus says, are you going to sell pads? You got the 3D printers. Nope, don't plan on doing anything else. It's already enough hassle just printing a basic design for the stands. So, yeah, that probably won't do any more than that. Mike, I just call it a wheel, which simplifies things. We are up. We have had an hour of chatting. Thank you very much for everybody who has commented on this and been involved in it. Don't forget, what you need to do is you need to go over to electricpeople.org and sign up. You see? There's a lot of content on there. I'm not logged in, so I can't show you, but you've got separate groups that you can join. And you just go in there and people got videos. Look at that. Look at this. Amazing. Look at this. Look at those two. Got the Speedy Feet hoodie arrived and the To Ride is to Be Free t-shirt. Oh, this is going to YouTube now. This is pointless, isn't it? Let's go to Electric People. And it's actually playing my own live feed, which is a bit mad. So there we go. Thanks for the show. Cheers. Thanks, chaps. Very entertaining as usual. Got any new merch? Well, we got the hoodies in. So if you go to here, speedyfeet.co.uk, and you go to this little thing here, it says merch. You click on merch, and there you see it. So you got the hoodies, the t-shirts, the stickers. We got thousands of the Electric People stickers come in because they're out of stock for ages. It said we had 800 left or something, but I can't find them. They're lost somewhere, aren't they? So you can pop over Speedy, go to merch. If you buy a hoodie, then it's just ordering a sticker on its own. It doesn't work very well because the shipping's quite expensive. So you just basically need to punch a hoodie in and then get some stickers as well. So there you go. And look at Bruce. So that's him wearing a hoodie. So we'll see you guys next week, next Wednesday. You will see us Monday because the vlog will be out Monday. So go and watch that, give it a thumbs up and share, etc., 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 and comment. But thank you very much for joining in. Oh, Tony has just said a question. Hello, everybody. I have a question for you. I tried to calibrate Monster V3 this morning. Since I did, I have an alarm at 35 kilometers an hour, and I can't remove it on EUC World, even when I disable all alarms. Then go to the Bigode app, the new one, and then disable your alarms from there. So disable second alarm, I think it's called, something like that. So go and check out the official Gotway app or Bigode app, whichever, and disable it from there. I hope that helps you out. And you can't update the firmware on any Gotways. You can't update the firmware. It's fixed firmware. No over-the-air updates. So go and try that, Tony. Get to the app and do the settings through the official app. See you all. Have a good week. And that KS16X on its way.